everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, it is lovely to see you here. In today's video I will be sharing with you guys my TBR for February. As we have been doing for the past couple months, I'm going to be using prompts from my TBR jar to help me decide my books for the month. The main thing that I will preface this month is that Olivia, we have decided to start a book club this year, so the first kind of two books that I will be adding to my TBR for February are the last two books in the Folk of Air series. So we have Wicked King and The Queen of Nothing. If you are unfamiliar with the series, the first book is called The Cruel Prince, and that is one of Holly Black's very well-known books. So these are the next two that follow it. It is a trilogy. There is not necessarily a lot of romance as far as I'm aware, more of a politically driven series, but it is still interesting. From memory, I read the first book last January. I had no negative or positive thoughts on it. I was very neutral towards it, so I'm very interested to see how I feel about the next two in the series. We decided to go with both of them as we both have been wanting to finish the series and they're quite small anyway, so I feel like for us it makes the most sense. We are both not going back to uni until mid-February, so we thought we could add two books to this month just to make the most of the time we have for reading. So those are the first two books. I know since finishing uni I started to pick 8 books in my TBR videos, and I'm still going to continue to do that purely because I have been picking up my game with audiobooks. I love audiobooks. I think they're so good. For someone like me who's always on the go, I love listening to them in the car, while I'm cleaning, crocheting, doing anything. I really thoroughly enjoy using that as a tool to continue to read the book I'm reading. For me personally, I'm not necessarily a very fast reader. However, I do read at a quite steady pace. So when I'm not able to read consistently, it does annoy me a little bit. I really enjoy reading. The mental joy of finishing a book but also thoroughly enjoying yourself in a different world is just something I can never explain to anyone. And so for me to be able to read on the go as well is just something I love to be able to do. So what I'm trying to say is that I will continue picking 8 books each month unless I decide it is too many options for me. But I'm a mood reader and I kind of have now been having 2 books on the go because sometimes the app I use, Everend, for my audiobooks, they don't necessarily have the book's audio form that I'm currently reading, so I'll pick another book from my TBR and use that as an audiobook. So I've got 2 going at the same time. Let's start using the jar. Book in a series. Okay. Oh. Okay. I know what my first one's going to be. I feel like with this prompt at the moment I'm trying to pick books in a series that I've started rather than choosing to start a new series, because I feel like it's more rewarding and I have so many that I need to get to. So the book I've chosen is The Long Way Home by Magnolia Parks. This is Magnolia Parks' second book, but the 3rd installment in the Magnolia Parks universe. I'm very intrigued to see what this one's about. This is my favourite cover out of the series thus far. It is a hefty book. I did not realize how small the font is on the page, so I may have to get it on my Kindle, and it is like over 500 pages, so we shall see how we go. But that is my choice for the first prompt. So we've got 3 books. So this will be book number 4. A book that starts with a random letter. Okay, so this prompt I will go on my phone, do a random letter generator, and then that will be how I will choose the book. Spin. B. Nice music. Okay, so B is the letter that has been chosen. B. Oh, do I have any B? Oh, I don't know if I'm ready for that. Okay, is that all my choices? Oh! 2 options. I have Big Little Lies by Liane Moriarty. Again, this is a book that's been on my TBR for quite a while. Or the other book I can pick up is By a Thread by Lucy Score. I think I might do Big Little Lies. I'm going to choose to do Big Little Lies because I, one, really love Liane Moriarty. I really enjoy her writing, but she is also an author who writes in a way that I have to be in a specific mood for. So that's the other reason why I want to pick her book up now, because I feel like if I wasn't prompted to do it, I don't think I would gravitate towards it naturally. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to just do that, because By a Thread by Lucy Score I will probably pick up at some point. Like, that's something I do want to read, so I feel like I should just go with my gut and listen to what it's saying, and this is what I need to pick up. Book 5 now. A book based on a true story. Oh, okay, well that would take me down to my bottom shelf. So these two shelves kind of here are my non-fiction, memoir, autobiography books. I've read Jeanette McCurdy's book, I've read Tara Westover's book. Let's do Maid. I've said I wanted to read Maid for a while. This book is by Stephanie Land. It follows her journey being a maid, but also raising a child as a single mother in America, and how hard it is to do that on such a minimum wage or below minimum wage. So I think this would be very insightful, very engaging. Why is every book's font so small and so compact? Anyway, that's besides the point. I think this would be a very insightful book that I've really wanted to pick up, so I think I will pick that one up. I'm trying to like make sure I pick ones more at the bottom rather than the top, because obviously I recycle my prompts. A genre you don't usually read. I don't know. Okay, yes I do know. So the book I've chosen for that prompt is The Co-Worker by Freda McFadden. This is under the genre of thriller. I haven't read a lot of thrillers in my book journey, so I would consider this genre as a genre that I don't really gravitate towards. I read both housemate books by her. I thoroughly enjoyed the first one, not so much the second one, but this one has gotten some really high reviews on it as well, so I thought it'd be very intriguing to read, and it all occurs in one night, which just sounds very fascinating to me. And I also want to kind of break up what I've got going here. I've got a lot of very sad books. We're having like a sad month apparently. There needs to be something lighthearted. I need something lighthearted. A book your significant other picked. Oh, Jack, I need you to pick a book. If you pick something I've read, I'll just... Hello. What are you doing? Oh, don't mind Ode's socks. He is trying to constantly bite and lick a scab, so we've put a sock on it just to help it heal.
Yeah, me choose.
Keep in mind, just so you know, this is what I've currently got picked, so it's very sad and...
Very sad.
Not sad, but just like not necessarily lighthearted and fluffy, so...
I don't know what you haven't read.
Odie, that's my... Hold on.
You read this?
I haven't.
No.
I would have been fine if you picked it, but I was only slightly hesitant because I haven't finished the 2 books next to it, which are in the same by the same author. So it's a new series.
I bought you this. You should read this. Is it sad?
No, it's not sad.
Okay, this one.
So the book that Jack just picked was Hooked by Emily McIntyre. This is the first book in the Never After series. I have never read this series. Funny enough, Olivia has, and she loathed it, did not like it whatsoever. So I'm very intrigued to see how I feel about it. It is a Peter Pan retelling, so it follows James and Peter and obviously Wendy as well. So I'm very intrigued to see how that will go. So we are up to the final book for this month. A book by one of your favourite authors. Okay, that is such a good prompt to end with. I'm so excited. There are so many options. I feel like I want to go romance. That's a genre I want to go to. In terms of authors I really enjoy, a lot of these authors I haven't actually picked up before, so I can't really comment on whether or not I enjoy them. I feel like the only author I can say that's got romance and that I know I thoroughly enjoy is Lucy Score. So let me just go and see what she's got to offer. So the book I have chosen is By a Thread by Lucy Score. Funny enough, we literally were just discussing this book as an option for a previous prompt. I think this is the best choice. It is a standalone romance. I really wanted to read a romance, and it is an author I love and trust. So there's not many of those I have at the moment. Like my other option was Hannah Grace, but unfortunately I've read both her books. There's not many choices, and I think this month is getting out of my comfort zone, reading books that have been on my TBR for a lot longer than they're necessary, and I just need to get it over and done with kind of thing. So yeah, this is my book. And as always, I'm going to give you a quick summary of the books we chose for this video. The Wicked King by Holly Black, The Queen of Nothing by Holly Black, Magnolia Park's The Long Way Home, Big Little Lies by Leanne Moriarty, Maid by Stephanie Land, The Co-Worker by Freda McFadden, Hooked by Emily McIntyre, and last but certainly, or hopefully not least, By a Thread by Lucy Score. So as you can tell, we've definitely got an array of books this month. I am looking forward to reading them. I think it will be so rewarding to see what books I really enjoy, what books I don't really enjoy. I'm very excited to get more into Magnolia Park's universe now that I've kind of got that foundation for me. I'm excited to finish a series potentially this month. So yeah, there's a lot of things to look forward to. Cannot wait to share with you guys what occurs in February. If you would like to see a reading vlog, please let me know and I will film one for you all. But for now, I will see you all in my next video very, very soon. Bye guys.